So it was a really, really quiet day. I'm guessing summer slowdown. I just had a really small sale come through for my dad. I had listed this pair of Sperry's for him. Listed them at $29 and someone came through with an offer of $12, which I was talking to my dad and I was basically countering back and forth with the buyer. And I said, Dad, he obviously wants these because every time I counter, he's countering right back, like immediately. Eventually at $16.50, my dad said just sell them. So in 8 days, my dad's getting $11.98 for his old Sperry's, which they're in pretty good condition, honestly, like not too much wear on them. Very quiet weekend over here. I had 2 full price sales come through, but very small full price sales, like both under $20. This first is from Scott's Personal Collection. It is from Old Navy, and this is a size large, and this is a navy blue polo shirt that has anchors all over it. I thought this might do well this time of year, and I had it listed for 107 days for $14. So we wound up with a profit of $11.88 on that, and he's had that for a few years. This was like number 4 or 5 in my inventory spreadsheet. I've had this for so long. This has been listed 127 days. Like, this was the second ever like sourcing trip I went on. The brand is Emily Daniel. It's 100% silk. It's got shoulder pads, and it's this very 1980s silk dress. It's got the like fabric buttons all down the back. It's really pretty, but I didn't think it was worth very much. I had bought it at the $2 sale at Goodwill, and I had it listed for $18.80. So I wound up with a profit of $14.62. I'm hoping this fits. It is a size 16, but it's like a 1980 16. So I'm hoping this one won't be returned, but I feel like buying vintage things fit-wise can be kind of touch and go. So I actually had 2 offers come through this morning. One was an okay one, and I accepted it after having such a bad weekend of sales. And then the next one is actually a really, really good sale that super surprised me. First sale is a Chico's item, and this is Chico's size 4, and it's this like batwing style top. It has these grommets all over it. It is 100% polyester, so it's probably not the nicest Chico's piece. I did have it listed for, I want to say $30, maybe $25. I had gotten this half price at Goodwill for $3.50. And after 31 days, someone sent me a $20 offer, which I accepted. So I wound up making $12.69. This one, woo. So I feel like you can see the feathers. This one I got at the first 99-cent long sleeve top sale I went to. And this is from the brand Jude Connolly. Was not familiar, but saw this same top with like some pretty high sales. It's literally a hot pink button down with this. You know, I felt like this was going to be someone's vibe for, you know, a Vegas trip, a bachelorette party, just something fun. So I actually listed it for $56. Today I got an offer. It's been 106 days and someone's offered me $40. So I wound up making a profit of $31.01 on this. So very exciting sale. So last night I got a offer on Depop that actually like went through into a sale, which is always exciting. When I make offers on Depop, I very consciously try to make sure it's something I'm actually gonna buy. I did actually order a dress last week and I stuck to my offer and I bought it as soon as the person accepted. So this is a belt. I have sold a couple belts that are this style recently, and this is one I sourced and I paid up for it. I paid $5.99, but I felt like this style has been selling pretty quickly for me. This is a size 50 and it's an Italian croco calfskin, which sounded nice. It does have one minor flaw, which I did note in, like, I took a picture of it. Where's the, yeah, like right here, you can see like, it's just like the teeniest bit like bent, but that doesn't affect like the quality of the belt. Anyway, I said I paid up for it, but it did take 22 days to sell. I had it listed for 25. It's had a lot of interest, especially on Depop. The offer that came through was for $19.30, which I was very happy with. So I ended up making $11.95. I think belts are super easy to photograph. They're easy to list. I like selling belts. I got a lot in my shop. If anyone needs some belts, I have a lot, men and women's. I had 2 back-to-back Poshmark sales come through tonight. So that was really exciting because I have been a little curious how getting rid of Posher VA and only using Vendoo would start affecting Poshmark, but I really haven't seen any changes. So the first sale that came through is from a rummage sale I went to. And this was a rummage sale where everything was super priced up. So I only walked out with one thing, and that's because this one was marked for $1. So this is a vintage 90s swim cover up. It has these like textured three-dimensional palm trees. It does have a little stain on it right there, which was noted, but with something like this, I don't think that really affects the desirability of it. So this I only had listed for 15 days, and today on Poshmark someone sent me a $22 offer, and so I made a profit of $16.60. This next one was my not great sourcing decision. So I bought this from Goodwill. This is a like mid-length pencil skirt from Bowden. It is a size 14 and it has staining on it, and I thought I'd be able to get it out, and I wasn't. The staining is, well, there was one stain I was able to get out, but there's this like situation. I don't know if you can see, but it's like, it's not the most noticeable, especially because it is like a textured patterned skirt. Like from far away, no one is going to notice, but because of that, I had to list it lower. And Vendoo actually made this sale for me. Someone liked it on Poshmark, and Vendoo sent them a 10% off discount for $17. And after 47 days, I made a profit of $9.10 on this skirt. So actually with Vendoo, I just upgraded to like their like big annual plan because over the last month, everything's been going great, especially with canceling Posher VA. And today I actually added Etsy to my cross-listing family. So now I'm posting all of my vintage stuff also on Etsy. So I'm excited to see if I get any Etsy action in the coming weeks because, I don't know, I've been a shopper of Etsy, but never a seller of Etsy. I had 3 sales come through this evening. The first one is a full price sale on eBay. This is from my personal collection. I sold one of these dresses last week on Depop, and it's a fit and flare dress from Old Navy, size medium. I actually wore this in 2019 when I saw Hamilton. I just thought this was so pretty. I'm pretty sure I got this at a thrift shop a long time ago. And I had it listed for $17, which in 12 days it sold for that much, and I wound up with a profit of $13.88, which is certainly more than I paid at a thrift shop however many years ago. Next is a pair of shorts that I had purchased from Goodwill. These are a pair of linen blend shorts. The brand is La Miel. I actually found a stock photo for this, which gave it a lot of attention, especially on Depop. I was getting so many offers on Depop, but this still was fairly slow to sell considering how much attention it was actively getting the whole time it was listed. This one did take 71 days to sell. So I spent $5.29 at Goodwill. I had it listed for $30. I've been sending offers. I've been accepting Depop orders and stuff. And today on Mercari, someone sent me an offer for $22.50 that I accepted. So I wound up making a profit of $14.43. The last sale is something my dad got at a estate sale, and at this estate sale his average cost of goods for each item was $1.33, and this is personally not something I would have picked up, and I will show you why. So this is Ralph Lauren XL 100% linen. Everything's right so far, except it does have some staining on it. I'm gonna see if you can see that. Can you see the stains? There's quite a few marks on the front, and there's one on the back. And this had a dry clean tag on it. So it had been dry cleaned and the dry cleaners hadn't gotten the stains out, which means they're probably pretty permanent. Plus it's like a black linen, which like I feel like black linen defeats the point of linen. Regardless, I didn't expect to get a lot on this because it was stained. I listed it for $28. It's had a lot of interest, especially on Depop. Today, someone sent me a $14 offer, which there are no fees on Depop, so I did wind up making a profit of $11.52 on this one. I had such a fun sale today. This was fun. This is my first time ever selling a tie, so I honestly like found someone who had like also sold a tie and tried to like mimic the way they photographed it, but I had found this in a bin of ties at a local thrift shop where every tie was $1. So this is YSL. It is 100% silk. I did like a lot of comparing to other YSL ties because I really wanted to make sure it was authentic and not fake. And I'm 99.9% sure this is a real silk YSL tie. Anyway, it didn't seem like something that like people were like running out and like putting all their money away for. So I knew I wasn't gonna get a big return on this, but I figured since it's YSL, it would have a customer. I listed it for $39, and this morning someone sent me an offer for $20, and she like wrote a message that she wanted to get it as a gift, and I was like, I only spent $1 on it. I will say for this haul, I had averaged the average cost of goods for each item, and the average cost of goods for each item during this haul was $5.33. 18 days, I wound up making $10.98. So I'm very happy with the sale. Super fun. I actually listed my second tie ever yesterday, if anyone likes Star Wars ties. I have 2 orders I'm going to pack. The first one is Poshmark. So this is a sale that Vendoo made for me. These are kids size 8, these really cute Nike sneakers. I had gotten these at Goodwill for $4.99. They're in pretty good condition. I mean, for kids, these are basically looked like they were worn a couple times. I think I had these listed for $30 and someone liked them, so my Vendoo sent a 10% off offer, and I wound up in 99 days making a profit of $17.41 on these. This is actually the first shoe sale I've had on Poshmark. I've sold shoes like every other platform except Poshmark, and this is my first pair of shoes that I've actually finally sold on Poshmark. Then my most exciting sale, 2 weeks ago now, I went to the 99-cent sale. I haven't posted that haul yet. I'm slowly catching up on my hauls. And it was like all women's long sleeve tops. I made more money on this one shirt than I spent in the entire haul. This is a sweater from Free People. It is a size extra small. It's 100% cotton. It has wooden buttons. It's got like lots of different types of patterns, the like cable knit situation. It's got one little pocket up here. I was able to find a stock photo, which was nice. I listed it for $60 because I saw some really good sold comps on this sweater. So today when someone sent me an offer for $45 on eBay, I accepted. And in only 7 days, I wound up making $37.09 on this. And I'm pretty sure my entire haul, I only spent $36 total. So we are really in the green, and I've got tons more awesome shirts listed that I got for 99 cents. So I'm very excited. This one put me in a really good mood after such a slow weekend. I just had a sale on one of my most bread and butter brands. I don't know why that was so hard to say. And that is the Traveler's line from Chico's. And not only is this one of my most bread and butter brands, I find that this brand I also make the most full price sales on. So this was a size 3, and it's like a 3/4 length little pink magenta top here. I had actually bought this at a half price sale at a local thrift shop for $2.06, and I listed it for $24. It came through as a full price sale after 24 days, and I made a profit of $17.04 on Poshmark. I just made a small sale for my mom, and this is one that we're gonna split the profit. Not that the profit's a lot. Black tank top. This is from Land's End. It's an extra large, 100% cotton, and I had it listed for $10. It's been listed for 40 days, and today I sent an offer to a liker for $9. That was accepted. So we will split a profit of $6.89. If you caught my epic yard sale haul that I posted last week, I made a sale from that. This is a blue and white striped Ralph Lauren button down. It's 100% cotton, size medium, and I did a lot of research on this specific tag and everything. This is from the 90s, so I was able to list it as vintage 90s. I spent $2.50 on this shirt at the yard sale. Actually, I got 2 of these. The other one already sold like 2 weeks ago. I listed it for $35, got an offer today for $30, which I accepted. So in only 11 days, I made $21.94. Oh, I'm tired. I just sold something from a yard sale. It's actually the first sale I've made from this yard sale. I bought a lot at this yard sale. We spent about $50 at this one yard sale, and the average cost of each item came out to $2.05. And this is the first item to sell, and this is a sweater from Talbot's. This is a size 1X. So I didn't list this one too high because when I went to list it, I did realize that the actual top button, I think it had been pulled a lot, so the hole is a bit like stretched out. Other than that, it's in good condition. It has a little bit of wash wear, but there's no holes, no stains. So I listed it pretty low. I listed it at $18.99, and this evening I did receive an offer for $12. It had only been listed for 5 days, so I took that since this is our first sale of this big yard sale haul. It hasn't gone up yet, and I made a quick $7.11. The majority of the items actually from this sale are all kids clothing, so I'm excited to see how that stuff moves. I don't think the kids stuff is going to sell fast, but I do think we will wind up making a pretty good profit on the things we found. I had another eBay sale. This is a offer that I made to Watcher. So this I only had listed for 2 days. My sister-in-law gave me a bag of clothes she didn't want anymore, and I listed this one this week. So this is like a really pretty, am I holding it right? Why do I feel like, no, I'm not. Here we go. This is a like floral blouse, very ruffly. It has like metallic details. It's new with tags from White House Black Market. Originally retailed for $89. I know that White House Black Market though doesn't have like a high resale value. I didn't even know if this was going to spark interest in anyone, and it actually did. It was getting a lot of likes. So I think I listed it around $24, and when I sent an offer to Liker, it was 10% off, which was $21.60. So after 2 days, I made $17.57 on this one. All I had to do was take a picture of it because I'm pretty sure it's polyester, so it didn't even need to be steamed. It was nice and easy to photograph and list. Okay, time for a weekly recap. Last weekend, sales were just really bad. So I worked really, really hard, really focusing on posting. I put a lot of emphasis on my Vendoo, and I used a lot more features that it has. I was sharing my closets a lot more frequently. I did mention I canceled Posher VA, and I'm exclusively using Vendoo now for all of my cross-listing and everything, and I added Etsy this week. I haven't had any action on Etsy. I don't expect it to be a big seller, but just another avenue of places to sell. I also upgraded my eBay store this week, so that's a new thing for me. I guess I have like the basic plan now, so like I got free supplies from eBay sent to me, and yeah, I feel like eBay has just been like my saving grace lately. So sales have been picking up the second half of the week, so I'm hoping that that's the trend we're starting to head into. I did have 19 sales this week for a total sales price of $478.51. I feel like the last few weeks I have been able to be over 500. So ideally, if I have a better weekend this coming weekend, I can see that in the future again. My profit was only $295.78. So again, a little under 300. I would like to see that higher in the future. I did have 5 Poshmark sales. Of those 19 sales, 10 of them were eBay. I had 2 Macari, 2 Depop, and no Curtsy. And no Etsy either, which I don't think I'm going to really start including Etsy in this calculations until I see a first Etsy sale. I did have some really good sales though this week. I overall was happy with how things were looking. Just the last weekend was not ideal, so I'm hoping now that I've been really, really pumping out listings this past week that this weekend will be good, like I said. As we're sitting now, it is June 28th, so it's almost the end of June. My sales for the month are sitting at $1,885.45 with a profit of $1,171.43. And my totals for the year right now, if you are new here, I just started reselling in February, so I'm very, very new to this. My sales are $7,164.38 for the year, and of that, the profit is $4,599.58. And at the moment, we're using all my profits to work on paying off my student loans that have been looming over my head for the last couple decades, it feels like. And yeah, everything's been going really well. I have lots to photograph, lots to post. I'm hitting up a couple sales that are coming up this current week, and I'm just having a good time on this journey.